Hi everybody and welcome back to my summer car. In this episode I intend to get the rest of the auxiliary stuff on the motor so that it's actually complete, I suppose you could say, and then start working on the car's interior, getting all the seats and that in, and actually making this car mobile. Because at the moment it's it runs, but that's about all it can do. See, that's 7 now, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So there's so many 7mm bits in here, it's quite hard to see what you're actually doing. More. And yeah, doing this in real life is really hard on the car. Because in real life it's not so difficult. And then here are the radiator hoses, and see that's the top hose, so that one goes in there. And actually I better put that back on. This is your bottom hose, which goes from the bottom of the radiator. You sort of have to just feel around like this. You hit the sweet spot, then you just grab this one and head underneath. Point, you just stick it up here, and then that's that. Alright, I think that's everything for the radiator. Then I can start filling it, and where am I? Hopefully, oh hang on, is there a drain plug on that? Better check. It would be really annoying if I go to try and fill it and discover that the drain plug's open. No, there does not appear to be. I don't think there's anything on the hoses that I need to do up. I should just be able to fill it. Well, we'll see. It's actually been a while. As I said, I've built a car before in this game, but it was back in November and I've kind of forgotten everything. Yeah, there's actually an achievement which you can get it if the radiator's not filling, you urinate into it, you get an achievement for that. It's sort of like the one where you pee on the sauna thing. I think the booze is probably done. So now we have fluids. Yeah. Get back on. Now it won't cook if I actually run it for more than a very short period of time. Now we can start putting stuff like the dashboard in. That. And what does that take? This is quite fun trying to get into here without accidentally knocking it into the pit. It's both of those. Actually the right way to begin with. Small wonders. See, and what does it take? 2 6mm bolts. Probably go to bed soon, seeing as the fatigue's getting up, and pick this up in the morning. Let's see, last one, come on. I'll just keep going till the fatigue bar goes red. There's always that. cold one before I start. What's left? Should go in just because I don't want a hole in the dash. It needs to go in. And let's see, that takes little bolts. I'm going to just experiment with that one because I can't find it on the list. But it's a little bolts by the looks of it. Oh hey, I actually am holding the right spanner for once. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till morning before I start putting the stuff on underneath or just get on with it now. Depends on how dark it is under there. I know this has to go on and somewhere under here. Yeah, actually I think I will leave that till the morning. Start sticking the seats in. Yeah. And what do you take? What are the odds that it's the 9mm? Actually, what I'm going to do is just cut the video and then come back to it when I've figured out what is the correct. Alright, it's morning now, so we're back in business. Hopefully you can actually see what we're doing. I'll have one of those. Drink. And then, let's see. Gear linkage, exhaust pipe. What else goes on the underside? I think which way around does this go? Oh, I had it there for a second. Gear linkage. What spinner size are you? 6mm. 5mm. That's what that tiny spanner is for. Go. One there. What's wrong with you? There. Let's see if there's any others. It's supposed to be 3, so that's 2. And then there, yeah, there's the third up on top. Good to know. Right, that's the gear lever done. Brake is done. Right. Exhaust pipe. Always fun to wrestle into place. Since it likes to do that. Might actually help if I actually rotated it, but what the fuck are you doing? Oh, for God's... Yeah, this game, it just trolls you so hard. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the video here and pick up once I actually have the pipe staying on the car, because this is going to take a while. Of course, as soon as I cut the video, of course it starts to behave. Now I just got to find the nuts. There's two more up here. So. And there's the two on the... Oh. Would have thought there'd be more bolts actually on the real thing, because that's one. I'll get the other one from the top. Because you'd want to hold it a bit more than the manifold. Yeah, and then now I just got to grab the muffler. Yeah. And the muffler takes a 7mm bolt as well. And yeah, that happens a lot. Let's use the bolt for you. There, now the car's... I think that's pretty much everything. I just check the shelves. Right, hubcaps, don't really need those. Lights, don't need those. Already got fluid, oil, brakes. Wow, I'm actually done. Car should actually work now. Let's gauge on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up so I'm not over the pit. Let's see. Driving mode. There. Now we can actually finish off the car. It runs. It'll drive. Just need to put the body panels on and possibly adjust the... Actually, I could do that now. Adjust the carburetor. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. It'd be funny if this thing's actually in tune. I'd have to wait for it to warm up. So it should be 14.7ish when it's in tune. It does need adjustments, it's not actually up to operating temperature yet. You can sort of rough it out just by looking at the exhaust. If it's white, it's too much of one, and if it's black, it's too much the other way. I can't remember, one way is sort of leaner and might be faster if I take it for a quick spin up the road. Anything? Oh yeah, it is running rich. I think it was rich. Oh, no way, running lean. Head back home and sort that out. Still, at least we can confirm that the car runs and drives now, just not very well. Now I just got to find the idle screw. Am I making it worse? Alright, let's try turning it the other way. Yeah, that's a bit better. .9. I'm gonna go back one more that way. Yeah. Alright. Ah. One more. Now, will you? Probably doesn't help that the engine is actually still warming up, so. It's not quite perfectly in tune, but. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, close enough. We shall leave it at that and start putting the bodywork on. Stuff like this, which, you know, just makes it pretty-ish. And I can get it road legal and probably take it to Flatari and get him to fix all the crud with it. Then maybe paint it nice. Maybe rally it or something. I have no idea. I haven't decided yet. The only downside of leaving it out there is I've got to go a lot further to pick up the bits. And I mean, in real life I would never throw a tail light like that. It does save time. Left. Right. There's no screws or anything holding these on, they just sort of click in. And it's a simple act of just putting the body panels on and doing everything up. Can be a bit of a mission. It's actually starting to look like a car rather than a collection of parts now. Wanted to happen. What did I do? Right now, how did I do the bolts up? That's the question. That'll pop in the. That'll make it go away. It's a toolkit. I'll take that out there with me. The boot lid is 6mm. 6mm. Right. This is the fun part of trying to reach. Goes through. Goes through the side of the car to see actually what you're doing. In reality, you just have someone hold the boot open while you do it. Hiding. Saw you for a second there. There you are. One. 2. About the same point on this side will be members 3, 4. Right, so I should actually be able to open the boot now. Or not. Hey. Alright, I'm going to get back to this in a minute. There. Now I can actually get in there. And I'm going to probably have to mount a rescue mission for those bits. Okay, come on. It's the jack and the warning triangle, which you need to pass thing. The jack's just handy to have in there because you never know when you're gonna. And I just put it back where I left it. Oh well, it can stay there. Now, time for the doors. After this, I'll be doing some more odd jobs for money because, well, I'm trying to remember how much the rust repairs are from the mechanics. I think it's something like 10,000-12,000 for everything, or more. I want to have something like 15,000, so maybe another trip around all the sewage wells and actually take the kaiju, or whatever they call it, or something, over to the drunk guy, because he'll buy them. So you get something for that. And of course actually do a firewood run, which I haven't done yet. So that's what you actually do, the real money. As you can see, this car is pretty rusty now. Japanese cars of this era just weren't very rust proof, and that's why the rear side even here where it doesn't snow and it tends to preserve old metal. Let's see, go here. Oh, alright. Yeah. Those take, let's you see 5mm bolts. 5mm, and there was a lot of them. Two, three, it's one more. It's supposed to be wherever the 5th bolt is. Oh, there it is. Okay, 5 bolts. That's that one done. One. Here's now time for the air cleaner. Air cleaner takes 6mm, of course. Somewhere, I'm trying to remember where it's the bolt that holds it on is. Okay. Right. Yeah. Actually starting to look like a car now, rather than a pile of parts. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to remember where this 6mm, I got 6mm, don't I? Yeah, I have the 6mm. Of course, now comes the fun part of finding them. Wait, can I open that? Yes, I can. That makes it a lot easier. This, I think I'll jump in the sauna and then bottle the kaiju. That. And wow, the garage looks so empty now that all the bits are in the car. Well, apart from the bumpers and grill and everything else that sort of finishes it off. Headlights. Which are 7mm bolts. It's easy to do that with the grill off. 7. That one. That one. Grill back on. Bumper. Eventually. One in the rear, and then I just have to think I can bolt those up. Yeah, and 8mm. No idea where the bolt is though. Oh, there's one. There's the other. On. There, we've done it. The car is finally put together. Although it's certainly far from a complete project, as there's still plenty of other things that can be done to it. But for now, it's done. And I'll go take a sauna and then bottle all that booze. So I'll see you soon. It's time to enjoy the sauna. Sort of enjoy the fruits of our labour. One and well, what else do you sort of do in this? How did I drop that? It's one way of keeping the thirst meter down. And miss. Yeah, I used all the water. Oh well, good enough. I better not leave the beer in here, it'll get warm. Now just take a wee. Always seem to end up doing after a trip to the sauna. Now time to bottle the booze. Then tomorrow, I suppose, when I'm doing the odd jobs, I can just stop by the drunk guy's place and sell it all off. Alrighty then. Oops, did I drop it in there? And, come on. How many does it take? Somehow I won't be surprised if I actually have to make another trip to town to pick up some more juice. Yeah, I will. There's more in the tank than I have bottles to dispose of it into. Oh well. And I'm going to take one of those with me when I go to the firewood guy and just drive up the road a little bit further and sell it all to the drunk, which will do his liver a lot of good. So I will see you next time on my summer car. So